John chapter 18 says this. It's the betrayal of Christ. It says this: after saying these things, Jesus crossed the Kidron Valley with his disciples and entered the grove of olive trees. Judas, the betrayer, knew the place because Jesus had gone there many times with his disciples. The leading priests and Pharisees had given Judas a battalion of Roman soldiers and the temple guards to accompany him. Now with blazing torches, lanterns, and weapons, they arrived at the olive grove. Jesus fully realized all that was going to happen to him. Stepping forward to meet them, he asked, "Whom are you looking for?" "Jesus of Nazareth," they replied. "I am he," Jesus said. Judas was standing there with them, and Jesus identified himself. And as he said, "I am he," they all fell backward to the ground. Once more, he asked them, "Who are you searching for?" And again he replied, "Jesus of Nazareth." "I told you that I am he," Jesus said. "And since I am the one whom you want, let these others go." He did this to fulfill his own statement, "I have not lost a single one of those you gave me." Then Simon Peter drew a sword and slashed off the right ear of Malchus, the high priest's servant. But Jesus said to Peter, "Put your sword back into its sheath. Shall I not drink the cup the Father has given me?" Here we're witnessing the betrayal and arrest of Christ as Judas, remember, he left the upper room and he sold Christ for 30 pieces of silver. And they came up, and as he was praying in the Garden of Gethsemane, as we read about in the accounts of Matthew and the accounts of Luke, they snuck up on him and they took him. Now, Jesus had so much power. All of the soldiers, there was a ton of soldiers coming after Jesus. There was a whole battalion of them. And when they came to arrest Jesus, Jesus said, "I am he." It's the last I am statement in the book of John. Remember, there's 7 statements, 7 signs and 7 I am statements, right? Jesus said, "I'm the bread of life. I am the true vine. I am the resurrection and the life." And he said, "I am he," right? Once he said, "I am," boom, the whole army got knocked down, because that's how powerful Jesus' statement was. Now think about it. Jesus had that much power. He could have easily called down 10,000 legions of angels, hundreds of angels to come and protect him, but yet he surrendered and submitted himself to the Father's will to be crucified, because that's how much God loved us. And then we see Peter, Jesus is one of his closest disciples. He was so mad seeing Jesus, his best friend, getting betrayed, that he took a sword and he actually swung and he hit the high priest's servant. He sliced his ear straight off. I mean, that's really bad aim, and that's almost kind of comical. How do you even miss and slice an ear off? And Jesus put the ear back and said, "Peter, put your sword back. Shall I not drink the cup the Father's given me?"